NERDSoul. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta, holding it down, bringing you that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. And what is up, my people? Today, or I guess this week, we have a special treat for you guys. We are going to be hanging out at Capitol Ale House in Richmond, Virginia. You know RVA got my heart. So, had to come back this week, show RVA some love. And we're here at the Capitol Ale House, doing it up and holding down each and every episode, starting with today's thumbnails. But before we get started, I have a special guest, but he's really not a guest. The dude's been on the show tons of times, but you haven't really seen him yet. He's only been on podcast form, but this is my man, Avery Evans. What's up, man?
What's good, Mike? Welcome back.
Man, we've been, doing this like since the beginning, like the podcast stuff. So it's like good for them to actually see you.
Yeah.
Because I actually got some questions of like, is he on the show? Is he, doing anything with the show? It's like, well, he's, we live on both coasts.
Yeah.
So, it was hard to get together, but we had a chance. So we are here together, and we are going to run down today's episode of Thumbnails, which starts off with, of course, Star Wars Rebels. That is right. Star Wars Rebels is the bomb. I love it. And up until now, I'm going to give a small review, catch you guys up on what's going on. I've really enjoyed the characterization of Ezra. He's still kind of young. Mm-hmm. He still acts kind of young.
He don't look young no more. He look like he 15. 15, 17, almost 18,
Yeah. And he looks like he's about old enough to holler at Sabine right now. But
we having another Anakin with his wife. How she was way older, and then they say they look like the same age. I'm like,
it's the way Nabooans or whatever age, I guess. But
Sabine's Nabooan?
No, I'm just saying. With that storyline with Anakin and all that. Anakin and Padme. But the story and the show has been solid this season. Way better than I expected, but we are missing out on Thrawn. I think that Thrawn could be and should be a larger part of the beginning of the first half of this season 3. And I don't think we've gotten enough of my man Thrawn yet. But it's really, really drove home how strong the animation is, how strong the story is, and how strong, the interpersonal relationships on the Empire side is. Because you kind of get to see the just like the inner workings of like the different levels of like the generals and the captains and all of that, and how they play with each other, and how they sort of, I guess, sometimes tease each other or kind of pick on each other when they can't when they can't beat the rebels, when they can't track the ghosts, when they can't win. And Thrawn has came in and really started playing chess already. And the guy, he seems to be the exact characterization of what I would expect in, I guess, from the book of, Heir to the Empire.
Yeah.
So
have you thought about this? Thrawn is a tactician.
Yeah.
So they're not going to show the tactician on a show that elicits a lot of action.
True.
I mean, they'll show him a little bit. Like you said, they can't show him sitting there thinking out a plan and assessing the rebels the whole time. We would get bored with that. They got to kind of bring them in bits, and then kind of bring them in toward the end when he ensnarls them in the trap or out tricks them or outmaneuvers them, or they pull a one up on him.
Yeah, because he's already outmaneuvered them a couple of times. So I'll give you that.
I'm gonna take it back to training day. This is chess, not checkers.
It's chess, man. But you guys should definitely check out Star Wars Rebels. It's been a solid show. We've gotten a lot of action. Thrawn is doing his thing, and we've got to see Hera and Sabine step up their roles in recent episodes. So I definitely think it's something that you should check out if you're into Star Wars and if you're into action animation as a whole anyway. I think you'll definitely like it.
That you pointed out too? You got women kicking some butt.
Yep. Good point.
So, keep that balance,
Yeah, because it's not just Kanan. There's been some times when Hera's really, because he's really taken a large role in the rebellion. Like she's really taking on a lot of responsibility, and people look up to her. So I mean, she's really holding it down, and I love Hera, as even from the book A New Dawn, which I didn't like the novel so much, but I did like her characterization in it, and Kanan's as well. So I definitely think big shout out to Hera, Sabine, and their characterization, especially recently in the Mandalorian episode. You got to see Sabine kind of dealing with the inner politics of Mandalorians, and it's cool. It's really cool, especially when Mandalorians are supposed to be sort of, I guess, outside of the Empire or whatever, but some are still working with them and stuff. So that's pretty cool. It's definitely cool. So
Hera
check it out.
kind of took over for Ahsoka's spot, kind of, sort of. She stepped her game up after, because Ahsoka was kind of the one, as Fulcrum, she was parsing out the missions and stuff, But with Ahsoka going off doing her own thing at the end of season 2,
or she might be dead. Like, we don't know.
No, they showed her walking away at the end.
I still feel like that's a obligatory ending where it's kind of like.
But
it's
Vader
left up
was
to,
walking away limping, and then she was walking away.
Well,
so
I feel like that might have been kind of like a way to kind of trick us into thinking that she was still alive. I don't know if she's still alive or not. I hope she's still alive because I love Ahsoka. She's one of my favorite characters.
They got the new book out, Star Wars.
Yeah,
Ahsoka.
I haven't peeped it yet, but I've heard
the cover is dope.
Yeah, I heard people love that joint. So I'm definitely into it, man. I hope she's alive, but I'm not exactly sure.
I think she is alive. I saw her walking away, so count me as one that says Ahsoka's still alive. She's just taking time out right now.
Take a little break.
Trying to redefine some things, reassess some things in her life.
Cool, makes sense. All right, well, next up we have, since I didn't get a chance to talk about it, Young Justice Season 3. It's real this time. Woo! It's real this time. It's really happening. And what
if I was on a podcast, you only be able to feel the smile, but now you see the smile and the glee, the joy.
Yes, man, definitely. What are you most excited about with Young Justice Season 3?
Do you even have to ask, brother? I'm just happy it's back.
True.
Like when it ended, like I don't think you could find one person on this planet, and I literally mean that, planet, that looked at cartoons and when they said Young Justice was over, they were like, oh, well, yeah, okay. No, people were mad, disappointed, confused. Then when they found out about the toy explanation saying it was because of due to lack of low toy sales, Cats was like, that's some garbage. Well, so, and then Netflix kind of pulled a Cartoon Network. How Cartoon Network and Adult Swim brought back Family Guy and Futurama, and it was so popular it brought them back by Young Justice being shown on Netflix, and people had more access to it versus having to buy the DVD. I have all the episodes on DVD. Word. They helped fuel that fire to bring it back, and I was just ecstatic. I thought it was possibly fake at first because we had several fake false calls.
Yeah, we had to check that out.
People out there that do that, get a life. Stop putting out fake threads out there.
Man, stop that fake news, yo.
Put the real out. But I guess that's the world we live in now.
Well, there's so many people that want that clickbait and want to be kind of first and stuff in the market.
Look, when it came out, I was like, this ain't real. This is not real. But then when I saw that WB logo and that official CM at the bottom for copyright, I was like, oh, snizzle snaps. We got the real deal Holyfield.
Yeah, because I saw it on Twitter and I was like, hold up. Let's research a bit. Let's research it.
Because we don't want to be one of those fake promoting posters where they see something and then just post it, then you read it and be like,
people share the most fake news out there.
They don't. All right, we're not going to get off a tangent. Back to Young Justice. I'm just happy it's back. Yes. But the thing I'm going to touch on is, my question is this. The late Dwayne McDuffie did that show.
Yeah, he did.
And he introduced a lot of flavor into that show. Yeah. We had a precursor to Static.
Good point.
We had an Asian character. We had a Native American. Yeah. We even had Blue Beetle in there. They really had the whole just racial equality thing going on there. We had the melting pot on that show.
A lot of diversity. Yeah.
Personally, I feel like DC don't do a good job with that. comic book wise, Marvel's beating them to it, even though Marvel's kind of doing it gimmicky, but that's another story for another day.
That's a
so
whole
my
other
question
thing.
is, with Dwayne being deceased, God bless the dead, will they continue that when they start up season?
I'm hoping
3?
so. I'm hoping that they keep along with the diversity, because they even had a couple of episodes where it was just the women doing their thing. Like you had the episode
Batgirl, when they find Lobo, it was Batgirl.
So you had some times
Wonder
where
Girl,
it was just Batgirl,
Black
Wonder
Canary.
Girl. Yep.
It was
So
about
you
5
had,
of them.
so you had episodes where it was just the girls off doing their thing, like when they had to fight. Was it Queen Bee or whatever? Because she has the sway over men.
Yeah.
And they sent all the women.
Yeah.
And like it was a dope episode. So you had like your
Rocket
women's
might have
team.
been there a little bit.
Yeah, Rocket was in there.
Bumblebee was there too.
Yeah, so you had like this women's team. Then you had like these kids that had been changed with Static and everything.
Yeah,
you had them off on their own. So you had not
That
only
was
a wide variety.
They were looking for the meta gene.
Yeah, so you not only had a wide variety of characters, but you had a wide variety of lifestyles and different shades of faces instead of our normal, just white male driving the story.
Because there was the one kid about to run away from home because his stepdad was kind of like slightly abusing him, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, it was, it's really dope to see that it's coming back. I hope that they push on with that. Another thing that I hope they push on with is the storyline with Aqualad. I like the fact
being
that
the leader.
Yeah, because now that Aqualad is back, I'd like to see him go back into the leadership role.
Did you say black or black, or were you saying both?
Well, we all know he's black, so I'm hoping that he's back, and him and Nightwing start to kind of like share leadership roles, because now the team has grown so much.
Nightwing gave it back to him at the end, didn't he?
Well, yeah, but I'm assuming that they're going to keep Nightwing in with the show. Because since we have the Justice League, it's such a small part. It'll be cool to have that one tie with the Justice League like we did before. And I'd like to see similar stuff like we did before. You have the Justice League coming in for small parts, and then kind of like just driving the story along with these kids. And I think the formula that they had before was dope, and I hope they keep with it. I'm excited that it's just going to be, Superboy, Nightwing, Aqualad. You got your core team with Miss Marvel. I mean, not Miss Marvel, Miss Martian.
It's pre-52
continuum.
And that's one thing I wanted to add too. Like, I hope they don't sit there and try to bring it up to the rebirth or the post-52 and muck up stuff. Like, keep it the way it was. Maybe at I don't know how many seasons it's going to last. Because, between season 1 and season 2 is like a 1.5 time lapse.
Yeah.
I think this one, they don't need to do that. Or maybe they do, maybe only do 6 months. Because, at the end, Vandal Savage took Warworld and went to
see Darkseid.
Darkseid at Apocalypse. Yeah. So, I want to see how that's going to be. So, give them about 6 months. But don't push it so far ahead. It's so different,
And another thing that this show did well is it showed the dichotomy between the villains' relationships, which I thought was dope. Because, a lot of times, we're always following the hero. Yeah. And we never really, the bad guy seems to be sort of kind of like just an obstacle to beat. You know what I'm saying? So it's really cool to kind of see
Cheshire and her family.
So you got to see
Blockbuster. That's that dude's name.
Taskmaster, or was it Sportsmaster?
Sportsmaster.
So you had Sportsmaster,
Black Manta.
Yeah. So it's cool to see these guys kind of work together and also have their issues with each other, like double crossing each other, stuff like that. So I hope they keep in with the tradition of what they had, man. It's where
they brought, I think, most of the original production team back. From what I read.
So it hopefully looks like we're going to be in for some good stuff.
I think the best thing to do, DC Warner, keep your hands out of it, because when you have too many cooks in the kitchen, that's when you muddle up everything. I think Warner Brothers catches a bad rap sometimes, because without Warner Brothers, this would not have gotten greenlit. I'm not saying that. I mean, movie-wise, they do that, but I'm just saying, because they want to try to really put out something good, don't let the ego. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't let Batman take this show over. That's another thing. But they didn't before, so it should be fine.
But that's because Dwayne was there, though. Dwayne is not there anymore.
Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. I mean, you still got.
But I'm not trying to be like Agent cantankerous about this. I'm hoping for the best. I wanted to continue. Like, I know a lot of people when they found that out, they was jumping for joy.
Yeah, so this should be real dope. I'm excited for it. I think we got something hot on our hands. Now, next up, we still got some DC news with Justice League Action dropping their trailer for the the new animated series that they're going to be coming with
December 16th.
How do you feel about it? How do you feel about the trailer?
Well, I had kind of known about the show almost 2 years now because they had a poster for it.
Yeah, they had a poster like a while back.
Yeah, a while back.
Yeah.
And so at first I was like, uh-oh, is this going to be like the Bruce Timm Justice League I grew up with, or is it going to be something different? They brought a lot of the same voice cast back.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy's in the house.
I think the guy that did Superman from Justice League. No, I think it's the Superman, Tim Daly from Superman Anime.
Oh, okay.
Because they were different from Justice League. But from the clip I saw, it seems pretty serious. It doesn't seem to be jokey because I'm kind of tired of the Adventure Time jokiness stuff. I'm not a fan of that. For those who are, more power to you, but not everything's for everyone.
Yeah.
I like a certain maturity to my cartoons
Good
slightly.
point.
I mean, I understand there's some silly cartoons, but the stuff that's out now is just on some
Adventure
really...
Time got real popular, and then of course, like with
Teen
everything
Titans
with everything in animation and TV and film, when something is like a huge hit, everyone wants to copy it to
Cookie
copy
cutter
that
syndrome.
success, because they want that success. So Adventure Time was very, very popular, and then we got a lot of copycats.
Yeah.
But this doesn't seem to be like this. This seems to be...
The animation's a little something different, but it's cool.
Yeah, the animation kind of strikes me as more...
And it makes them look like kids a little bit, but they're still adults.
Yeah, like the way they're outlined, things like that. They do look geared towards kids, but then the kind of like the action seems like it's a little aged up. Not adult action, but definitely cool enough for an adult to watch and say, oh, cool, I can get into this, but safe enough to, let, like, say, like a 6 or 8 year old watch. So I think definitely if you're, father and son, mother and daughter, family watching something that you want to see a little action, see your superheroes fight, I think this joint should be safe for them, but then also cool enough for you to be like, yeah, Superman would do that, or yeah, Wonder Woman would do that.
I just like the old days of the 90s. They just drew it adult-wise, but it was for kids, and we just gobbled it all up. I'm just saying, my mom used to watch Batman animated with me.
Well,
I know quite a few parents that watched it.
If you go back and watch Batman the animated series, it's not as adult as we thought it was.
Oh yes,
but
it was.
It's definitely it's more adult than this show is. I will say that. I'll give you that.
But they had some jokes they slipped in there.
Yeah,
nothing raunchy, but it was enough that if you knew what you're like, oh, they were slick with that.
So but rest in peace to Batman the animated series. It really, really, that was a cool
Rest
time.
in peace, you act like it was gone. It's still popular. They got a toy line that's out now.
I mean, it's gone as far as it's not. There's no new episodes. Oh. It's not being broadcast. Well, it probably is being broadcast somewhere, but it's no new episodes that has been completed and done. And now that I'm back here in Richmond, went to my mom's house and I saw all the whole series. It's still there. A little dust on it. Had to dust it off.
Oh, the DVD?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got that Joker too.
Oh man, but here's to some dope stuff on December 16th. I can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now,
wait, one last thing. Do you think once they bring Young Justice back, will that clash since they got 2 team shows?
Not at all.
Okay.
I don't think.
Well, you know what? They won't because Teen Titans kind of coincided with Justice League Unlimited.
You'll have your stuff that's like Teen Titans Go. That's really really young, and then you'll have your Justice League Action, which will be like for your middle area, kind of like that's 10, 12-year-old, something like that.
You're blending.
And then you have your Young Justice that will probably skew to like maybe like
young
14,
adult
15, 16, something like that. But to the credit of the toy sales and things like that, we do need to go out and support. These animated series are heavily based on the toys they sell because the ad revenue that they generate isn't the same as like a primetime television show like I don't know, something like Blind Spot or or How to Get Away with Murder or Empire, the ad revenue is not the same for these animated shows.
I know what some Young Justice toys are now, and I'm gonna have to scoop them up when the show comes out.
Yes, when the show comes out, buy a lunchbox for your nephew, buy a book bag for your little sister or something. You know, just make sure that the show generates money outside of just the ads that they sell on TV, because Cheerios and, you know, Toasted Graham Crunch or whatever is not paying that much money for ad space. So definitely go out there and support, buy the DVDs, and don't rip it, because one thing with Young Justice is that it was ripped a lot. But moving on, and lastly, we get to talk about something that I know the young kids will love. I'm not a big fan of it, but Cars 3 dropped their trailer.
Can I make an admission?
Go ahead.
I think which one came first, Cars or Airplane? Cars first?
Cars came first.
Okay, I've seen Cars 1.
Yeah,
I saw
I've seen
it
the
one
first
time
one
in the movie theater, and I really don't remember much about that movie.
I remember.
I didn't get to see part 2, and I didn't get to see planes.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
I didn't see the fire rescue thing or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I know a little bit, so I'm out of my league here a little bit. So, but I will comment on what movie.
Yeah. On the trailer, what we get to see is newer, sleeker, more, I guess, serious animation.
Yeah.
Because of course the Cars was very the cars looked sort of rubbery. They had the big eyes on the windshields.
You know
and
what
stuff.
Cars
and
reminded me
very,
of?
Very kid-like.
It reminded me of Thomas the Engine. For real.
Well, I mean, like I said,
CGI.
you know, yeah, very kid-like.
But this looks like on some steroids or something.
Yeah,
you know?
And as you can see, Lightning McQueen is the only car that's driving that looks like him. The other cars look more, almost like Forza Motorsport if you play video games, or like Gran Turismo. They look like more serious, like real 3D model cars. Mm-hmm. And the cool thing that I think that we get to see is we get to see him crash, and it looks like almost like he might be exploding or dying or whatever, and you get this tagline that says, like, you know, everything will change, or from this moment everything will be different, or something like that.
Oh, they're gonna rebuild him. We will make him stronger. What
I think is that they're gonna bring in a new animation style, because they've had 3 or 4 movies based on cars and stuff like that. They've had Cars 2. They've had the Planes, Fire and Rescue or something like that.
Yeah.
They've had like 3 movies.
Has it been 2 planes or 1?
1, I think.
Yeah.
I think 1 plane.
They even had some of the cars at the bottom that you saw.
Yeah, so they had, you know, like 3 movies based on this kind of more like plastic looking like animation, and I'm gonna be excited to see how they flip this, and maybe it'll look real dope. Maybe it'll be something I can get into, because I couldn't get into the first couple ones. So we'll see.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of fell asleep on the first one when I saw it. I remember that now. So I'm sorry, it just didn't catch my eye like that.
Yeah.
Pixar makes that, right?
Yes.
And that's like the Incredibles people, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Pixar. It's like Pixar's wackest joint. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like Pixar's.
Whoa! Careful! I don't want to. I mean,
Cars is Pixar's wackest joint. Out of all of their stuff, it's not better than Toy Story. It's not better than Finding Nemo.
No.
It's not better than Incredibles. It's like their wackest joint.
I got a question. Won't Finding Dory or sequel to Finding Nemo?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that. I haven't seen
it. It's still not better than that, though.
Yeah.
And Cars is like their wackest joint, but Cars makes money.
What was Wall-E?
Wall-E, I believe, was a Disney joint.
Is that about Pixar?
No, I think that's a Disney. You guys can jump down in the comments below, but I believe Wall-E is a Disney property, not a Pixar property.
I thought Disney bought Pixar.
Yeah, but they still have their separate animation studios.
Okay.
Like Zootopia was Disney, not Pixar.
Okay, we're going to have to research. I really thought Wall-E was part of the Pixar family.
It might be, but I want to say, I feel like that was a Disney joint. But even if it was, Cars still isn't better than Wall-E.
Oh, I love some Wall-E.
So
I would agree with you on that. No, I just didn't want to sound like I was just straight up down them, but hey, it is what it is. Cars works because kids. Cars sells so many little kids
toys, yo.
Yeah.
Book bags, lunch boxes, toys. Like, Cars sells like you would not believe.
And Cars helps nursery workers out, trust me. It helps preschools out. It helps calm them down. So.
Yes. So, man.
Real quick, I heard they were going to do another Toy Story, too.
Yeah, they're doing a Toy Story 4.
Yeah, they keep saying it's over, and then they keep bringing another one.
I think Toy Story was dope the way it was. The third movie was amazing.
Yeah.
I think they should just leave it, but they say they have a great story, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. That is our time for today. This is a special episode. I know we went kind of long, and I know you guys are used to the 10-minute format, but we're here in RVA. I got my man Avery, so we know we have to have some fun, go a little bit
Double
longer.
the people, double the pleasure. Come on.
So don't forget, you can check out ThatNERDSoul.com. Go there, pick out all the stuff, and see all my videos. You can drop me a line. You can see everything that I've been on, from my casting to my animation to my guest appearances. It is all there. Then don't forget to check out shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player, and don't forget to grab one for your playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, and subscribe. That's the only way that I can tell people that are watching either here on YouTube or on Facebook, and let them know that this is the stuff that you like to see. And then, of course, before I get out here, LA, what up? RVA, what up? VA, you got my heart. And my man Avery, I brought him here to you. Avery, where can the people find you at?
Hey, I move in mysterious ways. You might not hear about me much, but when I talk, it means something. But check out WRIR, Richmond Independent Radio.
Word.
That's where you can find my voice gracing, and I got something percolating, bubbling, coming out real soon. So that's where you can find me for right now.
All right, cool. And that is us to you saying peace.